Good.
You ready?
Hit it.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, guys? Today we got somebody who I've been wanting to get in here. One of the creators, a real pioneer in the game.
Yeah.
Somebody who's been in the game for a very, very long time. We got Jay motherfucking Thomas. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling extraordinary.
Okay, cool. First off, getting into it, you've been rapping for a very, very long time. Like I said before, you got a lot of mixtapes. You really pioneered the scene. Who inspired you, or what piqued your interest in music?
Damn. I'm not gonna lie, my mom used to play like Screw tapes and shit, like DJ Screw and like Scarface and like Pimp C, UGK. And like that, when I used to hear it slow down when I was a kid, it always just like fascinated me. And then like, niggas will probably clown me for this, but like back in the day, like Eminem was just the most fireest nigga to me. So like, I was like, damn, like this nigga's like, he's real authentic and like, he's relatable and shit. And he's like going against the odds. He's a white guy and he's rapping better than like 90% of niggas.
Do you focus on trying to out-rap your competition a lot of the time?
Nah, hell nah. It's just like, what that showed me was like your talent can overcome the like odds that you get dealt. You know, the hand that you get dealt with, like the cards type shit. You know, it showed me like, okay, bet like I can use my talent to overcome the odds type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Talk about your music in the past versus your music now. You were showing me some unreleased music. It's very different. Let's just talk about you versus the old Jay Thomas versus the new Jay Thomas. Strictly music.
I feel like I like both, all eras of my music. I know most people probably don't feel that way about their music, but I like all eras. It's just like an evolving. It just shows me, okay, like this is growing, this is getting better, this is reaching plateaus that I imagined when I was young type shit, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the new music is more expressive, more like, it's always been me, but it's more me now. Like it's way more like I'm showing you my lenses, I'm trying to get you in my universe, you know what I'm saying?
When I first heard of you, it was from, you mentioned like Cigar Land. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah, that's when I first heard of you. But talk about performing and traveling to LA. You could talk about performing first. You got a lot of experience performing. I seen you at the Cash Bass. What was your favorite show, or what was some iconic moments on the stage?
I have like, it's a tie for two favorite shows that I ever did. One was it was called DFW's Most Wanted. It was like back in like 2015, and nobody knew who I was. Nobody like, you know what I'm saying? I was just the fresh face on the scene. So that show ended up turning out really well. Like everybody was jumping around, and like, you know, people were like, "Damn, what the fuck is this?" You know. So that ended up like shaping and having a lot of supporters. I won't even call people fans. Like just a lot of support came from that show, and then from that momentum, I end up throwing my own show called Flexing Through Texas, and that was also one of my favorites just because a lot of people showed up. I didn't really, you know, I wasn't like having high expectations like, oh, you know, I'm the shit, so, you know, a lot of people are gonna pull up. But a lot of people pulled up, so those two are always going to be my favorites, always hold them in my memory. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Talk about your early years in recording music. Was it like GarageBand? What year did you start recording?
Oh, man. I was using Cool Edit Pro. That shit, oh my God, that shit shaped my career. I'll never forget, my mom bought me a $22 mic. And like I cut a hole in like a sock, had a hanger, bent that hoe, made a pop filter, wrapped that hoe around the mic type shit, and that's what I was recording on my whole like 2015 to like 2018 type shit. Like, I was using Cool Edit Pro, and then I turned into FL. Oh.
Yeah, you have an overall style of your own and aesthetic. Where do you see yourself pushing your brand? I see you on Instagram. You post, it's very calculated posts. It's not like you're just posting what you're eating for the day, So where do you see yourself pushing your brand?
I have I feel like a connection to the world, so I want to make my brand a symbol for like the world, but I guess a symbol for like hope and faith. Like, you don't even have to just necessarily look at me as a role model or like somebody to like inspire to be, just more so the fact that I'm doing what I'm doing fuels you to do whatever you want to do in your life. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I want to carry my brand. But globally, I want everybody to feel powerful and feel like they can do whatever they put their mind to. You know what I'm saying?
And with that global kind of ideology, who are some producers? What kind of sounds, kind of beats do you look for when you're recording? I know in early years you worked with Unknown. We were talking about that outside previously. Could you just talk about the production?
Shout out the first ever international producer I got, Conti. His name is Hollow Point now. He's from Canada. Shout out my boy, you know what I'm saying, London, Ontario. Shout out Scab too. Shout out Young Binks. You know what I'm saying, all my boys from London, Ontario. Shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying. But he was the first ever to like reach out to me, and like I don't know how he discovered me. I think it was off SoundCloud, and he just started sending me beats, and it fit my style. It was weird. It was just like, he's never really like contacted me before this time, and then he just started sending me beats, and then these beats kind of shaped my career and had me getting global coverage without even trying to do that or reach into that realm.
Why the name J. Thomas?
That's really funny. I was watching a Kendrick Lamar interview, and they were asking him like, why do you go by or why don't you not go by K-Dot anymore or whatever, right? He was like, well, I want to be true to myself, you know what I'm saying? The same thing with Xavier Wolf, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to be Ether Wolf anymore. Like, that really didn't inspire it, but it just showed me like I'm on the right path. But my name is DJ. A lot of people that are in like the Garland area or whatever, they know me as DJ. So my mom's last name is Thomas. I just put J, Thomas, and made that, you know what I'm saying, my whole entire persona, whatever. Like, it's not even a character, it's me for sure, but I made it my superpower, if that makes sense.
Got you. Was going to ask you more details about LA, but before we get into that, Kendrick or Drake? Go ahead, get it out the way.
Oh my god! I mean, oh shit. I seen niggas debating on the internet and shit, and like you feel me? I already knew what Kendrick was on, you feel me? Like, I already knew bro was gonna be like crazy with the bars. Drake's always been that nigga though, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's cool to see that, regardless of,
Very safe answer.
It's cool to see that.
You traveling to LA?
Yeah.
What are you doing out in LA?
I linked up with my producer. Shout out Why Sleep too. My boy just had a new drop on his clothing. Shout out Why Sleep. He's my producer. He stay out there in LA. We were recording, shooting music videos, you know what I'm saying? Just building the brand too, because I have merchandise as well, but I kind of put a stall on that. But we were building new designs and, just brainstorming and just creating most of the time when I was in LA. Eating tacos too. Shout out them food trucks.
Cool. You talked about merchandise. What is FRVR World Records?
Ha! Forever World. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just, you know, the persona of J. Thomas, JT Forever. I want to, this energy that I have that I'm presenting to the world, however they intercept it or take it, is just for motivation, is just for progress, is just for building. So Forever World is just like putting that energy into the world. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people forget about the world. A lot of people forget that it's all of us in this. It's not just one person. It's not just individual. It's everybody in the world. And if we all can feel powerful, because, you know, a lot of people are insecure and all that stuff, and if we all can feel powerful and feel like we can achieve our dreams, then the possibilities of the human race are like endless.
You keep mentioning the world. You're seeing a real worldly view. Yeah. You dropped a song called Liga. Could you talk about working with different communities?
That's not out yet, but it's coming out July 25th. Shout out my boy CJ from Brazil. Shout out Belo Horizonte. Você sabe, mano. You know what's going on, man. That's coming out July 25th. CJ has always been like a big supporter. Like Brazil in a whole has just always been like really supportive of the music and really like behind whatever I'm doing, and so they always like send me collabs and stuff. And I just like CJ's style. You know, it's real authentic, it's real raw, it's real like favela, it's real Brazil. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. I like raw and authentic. That's always something that I've been attracted to and resonated to. Haha. You know what I'm saying? No, we good.
Talk about, I wasn't asked about the scene, but more on a global topic. Is there any artists that you would see yourself collaborating with, or that you would like to collaborate with?
On a global standpoint, I want to collab with Derek from Brazil. Derek is really cool. I like his music. TZ De Coro from Brazil. He's really, really fire. Like, I want to collab with like more West Coast artists too. I like West Coast music. It's real cool. And Detroit. I like how they rap, like how they're able to just come up with the bars so fast, and like it's cool. And then like the beats are really like, and they're able to just. So I want to, like, that's like what I like to do when I rap. So I want to like record with them, and not too many other places in America right now. I'm really focused on like global, and like their sounds are really cool, and I like what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? There's more unity in that realm, if that makes sense.
Okay. You're putting out a lot of music, and you stay pretty music focused, music videos and things of that nature. Could you see yourself branching out content wise, as far as like anything like movies or anything like that?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, honestly, like people don't know how to do like accents and shit. Like, I'm really fire at that. Like, I've always been very imaginative, and like, I always wanted to do more, you know, with just my voice, my image and whatever. Because I can't even describe what my image is, but I know it's like something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then there's also, it kind of correlates with something that's bubbling up. It's kind of very hard to explain. Talk about early days in your career. Did you have an idea of the image you were trying to create for yourself, or were you just kind of going along, or just making music?
Yeah. During the early days, it was literally just that, like just making music and just making art, and like just, I guess I was really big on being myself, like, because I seen a lot of people that I was like rocking with, they went and took, you know, I'm not going to say they bit, but they took a lot of inspiration from the people they listened to, and I made sure that, you know, I do like these artists, but I'm going to separate myself just so I don't get caught in a box, you know? So I see a lot of people stuck in that realm, and I didn't want to do that. So very early on, I was like, I'm going to just be me. If they accept it, they accept it. If they don't, they don't. And it's been very widely accepted. So, you know.
One last question. Outside, you showed me a lot of unreleased music. or just a few unreleased songs, but I noticed that you had a lot of unreleased songs. I'm not going to mention where, but you got a vault, of course.
Yeah.
You got any mixtape coming out? Any projects? Any new music videos that you would like to speak on or kind of tease before it comes out?
Yeah. From the King Thomas album, I got In Me Not On Me coming out. I got this project I'm working on called Sagas with production from my boy Voltage from Russia. Shout out Russia. And I got Rage Star. I got a lot of I really focused on like the focal points that people like of me. I really focused on them and like expanded them. So these projects are just like expansions of what people like of me. So they're all like gonna sound different, you know what I'm saying? Different production, all of that. But yeah, that's what I got in the vault, and I'm still shooting music videos to Sagas. I'm probably gonna put out Sagas before Rage Star, but yeah, I'm really liking what Voltage is sending me. He's got a very distinct sound, and I feel like it's building what I'm trying to relay, the message, you know?
Mm-hmm. That was the last question, but real quick, you mentioned King Thomas. What has you feeling like King Thomas? Why did you title it King Thomas? Because I did see that there's another artist in the area with a king in front of their name. That's why it's very funny.
I mean, hey.
What has you feeling that way?
We're all kings, man, but well, shout out to my great-grandmother. She died last year, and you know, that's on my mom's side, the Thomas family, so I just felt like I'm a king in my own right, you know, like I'm manifesting something, I'm manifesting a universe. I'm building a reality, you know, right in front of people's eyes, whether they see it or not, at the smallest scale. Like, so I feel like I'm building my kingdom, regardless of people accept my kingdom or want to come inside or whatever they want to do. It's the king's castle is still there, and there's other castles, there's other kings, there's, you know, whatever. But in my realm, what I'm doing, and I produced most of King Thomas, so
okay, cool.
I feel like that was just me, just, you know, proclaiming something for myself to manifest onto my life.
Okay, so you do production yourself?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Super
definitely.
Cool. Which VOD do you use, or DAW?
FL Studio.
Okay, cool. All right, that's pretty much all the questions I got for you. Thank you to Jay Thomas for coming through.
Nah, I appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Tight shit.
Break my phones, all you shit at the end.
Tight.